Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? This is your biology class and I am your biology teacher. We are studying the first chapter of biology, that is cell structure and organization. I expect that you are taking my lecture regularly and after taking your class, you are reading your book. You must clear your concepts about the topics because clarity of concept is the first and basic step of learning. If you want to reach at the highest peak of learning and if you want to climb the ladder of success, you must clear your concepts. So please take lecture regularly and clear your concepts. We were studying the cytoplasmic organelles. Today the organelle which we are going to study is the mitochondria. Mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. दिस इज़ कॉल्ड द पावर हाउस. जिस तरह हमारे कंट्री में, हमारे सिटी में या हमारे एरिया में पावर हाउसेस होते हैं दैट प्रोवाइड अस इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, दैट प्रोवाइड अस एनर्जी, like that mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell because it supply the cell energy, and this energy is required to perform the vital activities of the cell. In mitochondria, aerobic respiration occurs, and as a result of this aerobic respiration, energy is produced in the form of ATP. And this energy is utilized to perform the activities by the cell, the activities like growth, reproduction, or transport of material across the cell, or repairing processes of the cell. If we see at the mitochondria, this is a double membranous structure. Under electron microscope, it appears a double membranous structure. The outer membrane is smooth, while inner membrane has many folds in it. These folds are called cristae. These folds are known as the cristae, and this is the inner membrane and this is the outer membrane. And in the inside of membrane, in the inner chamber, matrix is present. This matrix is a fluid in which many enzymes and coenzymes are present, which are necessary, which are required for the process of aerobic respiration. So look at this diagram. In electron microscope, if we see the mitochondria under electron microscope, it will appear like this. The brown shaded area is the outer membrane, and inside of it the folded area, the folded layer is the inner membrane, and the folds of the inner membrane are known as cristae, and inside cristae matrix is present, matrix is filled, and in matrix number of enzymes are present. If we have a brief review of aerobic respiration process, then aerobic respiration is a process in which food molecules are broken down in the presence of oxygen. Aerobic means oxygen and anaerobic mean in the absence of oxygen. The food molecules like C6H12O6, this is glucose. In the presence of oxygen, this glucose molecule is broken down, is oxidized, and produces carbon dioxide and water, and energy is released in the form of ATP. In the molecule of glucose, CH bond are present, the bond between carbon and hydrogen. This bond stores a huge amount of energy, and during the process of aerobic respiration, this bond is broken down and the energy is released, and that energy is stored in the form of ATP. ATP is called the ready to use form of energy, and this ATP molecule is utilized by the cell to perform its vital activities. So this is the short description of the mitochondria. The next organelle is chloroplast. Chloroplast is an organelle that is present only in plant cell because this organelle is concerned with the process of photosynthesis. You are well aware of this process, photosynthesis, because you have studied in your previous classes. Photosynthesis means synthesis of food material in the presence of light. Chloroplast contain a green pigment that is known as the chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll is basically involved in the capturing of light and fixing it, and then this light energy, this solar energy, is used by this chloroplast to the synthesis for the synthesis of the food material. If we look at the diagram, we can see the internal structure of the chloroplast. This structure is obvious, this structure is observable under the electron microscope. It consists of two membranes. One is the outer membrane and the inner one is the second one is the inner membrane. You can see the stacks of certain rounded material. These stacks, the individual member of these stacks is known as the thylakoid. This is coin-like structure and these coins are piled up. एक दूसरे के ऊपर रखे होते हैं, जैसे मीनार बनाते हैं हम कॉइन्स का, सिक्के होते हैं ना हमारे पास, उन सिक्कों का हम एक मीनार सा बना लेते हैं. सो लाइक दैट दीज थाइलाकॉइड्स आर स्टैक्ड लाइक पाइल अप हुए होते हैं और एक पूरा स्ट्रक्चर बनाते हैं, एंड दैट स्ट्रक्चर इज़ नोन एज द ग्रैनम. यूजुअली इन ईच ग्रैनम 50 thylakoids are present. 50 thylakoids इसके अंदर होते हैं. These granums are linked with intergranum. ये ग्रैनम एक दूसरे से अटैच होते हैं through intergranum, and the fluid that is filled in the chloroplast, that is known as the stroma. डायग्राम अगर हम इसकी देखें, this is the outer membrane of the chloroplast and this is the inner membrane of the chloroplast. Both membranes are smooth. Inside the chloroplast there are thylakoids. Each rounded part is a thylakoid and these thylakoids are piled up. मीनार की तरह एक दूसरे के ऊपर ये लगे होते हैं, like this. These group of thylakoids are known as granum, and these thylakoids are linked with each other. These are attached with each other, and this attachment is known as intergranum. If we magnify this one thylakoid, it will appear like this. The membrane of the thylakoid is known as thylakoid membrane and the inside area of the thylakoid is known as lumen. This is the thylakoid membrane on which the chlorophyll molecule is present. The green color of the plant is due to this green pigment that is known as the chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll is present on the thylakoid membrane. I hope now you are able to understand the structure of the chloroplast and the function of the chloroplast. The main function of chloroplast is photosynthesis. The photosynthesis process occurs in two steps. Photosynthesis occurs in two steps. One is known as light reaction and the other is known as dark reaction. Light reaction occurs on thylakoid membrane, while the dark reaction takes place in stroma of the chloroplast. So this is all about chloroplast. Now the next organelle is vacuoles. Vacuoles which are present in the animal cell. First of all, we see what are vacuoles. Vacuole is a fluid filled space that is enclosed by membrane. एक small सा fluid filled सा एक वेजिकल सा है और उस वेजिकल को सराउंड किया हुआ है एक सिंगल membrane ने, जैसे इस तरह. like this is a small vacuole. सिंगल membrane है इसके अंदर. this is cell membrane and inside it fluid is filled. In animal cell, there are many small vacuoles that are dispersed in the cytoplasm. These vacuoles may contain water, or these vacuoles may contain food substances. Food substances क्या हो सकते हैं? That could be proteins or carbohydrates. There are certain vacuoles that are present in the animal cell that contain the waste materials, and these waste materials are stored in the vacuoles, and then after that they are excreted out from the cells. Vacuoles that are present in the plant cells. If we look at the diagram, a plant cell usually have a large central vacuole. The plant cell has a large central vacuole. A big vacuole, a huge vacuole is present in the center of the plant cell. The fluid that is filled in this vacuole is known as cell sap. In cell sap, certain sugars, minerals, salts, and amino acids are present. When the plant cells are young, there are many small vacuoles, but when the plant cell matures, those small vacuoles coalesce, मीन कि वो फ्यूज़ हो जाते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ, मिक्स हो जाते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ, एंड दे फॉर्म अ लार्ज सेंट्रल वैक्यूल. द आउटर मेम्ब्रेन ऑफ द वैक्यूल, दिस मेम्ब्रेन is known as the tonoplast. The membrane of the vacuole is called tonoplast, and this tonoplast is semi-permeable membrane. It means that it acts as a barrier for the substances. Certain substances can cross it, and certain substances are not able to cross this membrane. This large size vacuole contribute to the turgidity of this plant cell. Turgidity is a condition, is a property that gives the rigidity to the plant cell. Plant को hardness जो है, उसका जो rigid structure है, जो उसकी proper shape है, that is maintained because of this large vacuole in the cell. The detail of it, inshallah, we will discuss in our next chapters. The next structure, the next organelle is centrioles. Centrioles are small hollow cylinders. There are pair of centrioles which are present in the cell, and usually these centrioles are at right angle to each other. Mean if one centriole is at this direction, the other will be at this direction. So a pair of centrioles is present near the nucleus of the cell. These centrioles are involved in the process of cell division. Cell division को अगर हम देखें तो there are two ways of cell division in eukaryotic cell. Number one is the mitosis and the second one is the meiosis. These centrioles play a very important role in the initial steps of these two processes. They are the major structures which contribute to the formation of spindle fibers. The detail of this activity we will discuss inshallah in C3 in the chapter of reproduction. The important thing is that centrioles are present only in animal cells. These are not present in the plant cell, and in the plant cell the process of mitosis and meiosis and the spindle fiber formation takes place without centrioles. If we look at the internal structure, the internal composition, internal morphology of the centriole, we'll see that it consists of 9 tubules. One tubule, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth and ninth. And each tubule is further made up of 3 microtubules. यानी कि जो हर ट्यूब्यूल होती है that is triplet microtubule. If we look at this one tubule, we will see 1, 2 and 3. Mean each tubule is composed of further 3 microtubules. So this is the structure of a single centriole, and a pair of centriole is present in the animal cell. This is all about the cellular organelles, and we have discussed today the mitochondria, chloroplast and centriole, vacuoles, both in plant and animal cells. Sufficient for today. Please, after taking this lecture, must read your book and clear your concepts, and try to draw the diagrams that we see in the lecture. Thank you so much. Take care, stay home, stay blessed, and stay safe.